coming to you with some more gaming news with BonthaGreat. So first off, let's look into it. So, upon my research on what I wanted my news to be today, so I came across, freaky alien isolation. So I came across what got a Game Awards nomination and what didn't. So let's go through the order. So the first one, which everybody already know, Black Myth Wukong. Of course, because it sold 10 million copies in 2 days. Right? Right. Then we got Astro Boy as another nominee. And then we got Metaphor, which I don't know what that is. Metaphor is a stunning new RPG entry from Atlas of Persona Frame. The last comer immediately captivated audiences and launched it into surprise Game of the Year contention, which has been realized with a nominee here. I still don't know what the hell that is. Hey, appreciate the emotes. I still don't know what game that is, but I know when I do my break on this part to give you guys the news, we're going to have that. And I'm pretty much going to put it over this part where I'm talking. Alright, then we got Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, in which, now everybody know the OG Final Fantasy VII was a JRPG back in the day that came out on PlayStation. I think it was 2. It came out on PlayStation back in the day, and that was my first ever Final Fantasy game. But then for them to do the remake, it's pretty good. That was very effective thing in terms of landing a nomination, beloved by critics and most fans, a win. Less of a guarantee, but it feels like it's dueling in the top 2 or 3 for sure. Yeah. I played Final Fantasy VII on the OG PlayStation. I never played it. You know what I'm saying? I never played Rebirth, and even though I do have Rebirth on my PlayStation, I just ain't played it. And of course, Black Myth Wukong. And then we got this other game called Balatro. Balatro? Well, I don't know what the fuck that is. Balatro.
Okay.
Unlike anything else on this list, the brilliant card game. A fucking card. Okay, anyway.
What are you talking
card game
about?
Has been a sleeper mega hit all year, and I thought it might slide into a nomination here. A card game for Game of the Year? That is disrespectful. Now here's where it gets juicy. Elden Ring: Shadow of the Earth Tree. In the last few days, there has been a flurry of drama over the fact that the Game Awards confirmed that, yes, DLC or expansions could be nominated for Game of the Year. That is fucking crazy. So y'all hear that now, right? So all them times, I wish I can go back and look up all them times I said fucking Elden Ring DLC could not be nominated for Game of the Year because it's a DLC. I wish I could go back and find that clip so I could be doing emote where I'm punching myself out the fucking way and reading what the fuck I just read. So the Game Awards just said that the DLC and the expansion could be nominated for Game of the Year, while the immediate aftermath of this decision was about a likely nomination or even win for Shadow of the Earth Tree, it was still up to the voters whether they considered whether or not they thought it could be counted. That is fucking crazy. That is crazy, people. So the ones that didn't get a nomination, which is a surprise, Helldivers 2, in which you would think Helldivers 2 would have got a nomination for all the heat and the massive explosion that it had or whatnot when it first came on the premises, because Helldivers 2 was literally only a fanboy game pretty much for the fanboys that played Helldivers 1, but Helldivers 2 had everybody playing it and it sold so many copies. But just like something that's so good, when you got people that trying to do fucking Dungeons and Dragons in a fucking PvE game, to where it's nothing like Dungeons and Dragons, but it's somewhat similar. You fuck it up by you nerfing everything in the game and you making everything fucking stronger. So that there is on them motherfuckers. Area. Goodbye. So Silent Hill, which I never thought Silent Hill was gonna be nominated for game of the year any damn way. It's a great horror game. It's a good story, but I don't think it's game of the year um content or whatnot, because for the simple fact that a lot of people don't like that genre of game, and a lot of people are scarred from the very first Silent Hill games in the first place. And Dragon Age, the new Dragon Age, the Veilguard just came out and it didn't get a nominee. That's crazy. And then you got the Legend of Zelda: Echoes of Wisdom. I didn't even know that. I didn't even know nothing about that. It's a certainly a departure from the traditional Zelda game, but it's still a bit surprising that it did not represent Nintendo on the Game of the Year list. Oh, okay, so they pretty much, yeah. Silent Hill is really tense. It's really tense. In which I was gonna play it, I just didn't. Hell, I got so many games, I didn't feel like buying another one. And then I think lastly we coming up across lastly we are coming up to Tekken 8. Tekken 8, a 90 Metascore might normally guarantee a placement on a list like this in most years, but Tekken suffers from being in the niche fighting game genre where it will unfortunately be overlooked by most voters. It is likely favorite for best fighting game, obviously. See now, okay, so now, but see, this just like I was telling you yesterday, said about Sparking Zero not going to be nominated for Game of the Year because it might win Best Fighting Game of the Year. But with that, pretty much just proved that a lot of people is not going to vote for a fighting game to be in to win Game of the Year. But I don't have, well, it's going to be a tie between Tekken for the fighting game area. It's going to be a tie between Tekken and a tie between Dragon Ball Z. And you know, 9 times out of 10, Dragon Ball Z might take that shit because it's the newest game, most anticipated game, and yeah, or whatnot. So that is my. Hold on, I'm trying to get on me. That is my gaming news with BonthaGreat. Shut up, Bun. Damn it. All right, so that is shit. I can't even talk. That is the gaming news with BonthaGreat. Stay tuned for next time. All right, so let's get into the game. Oh, this shit. I don't know where the fuck. What